All right, everyone. Welcome to Rhythm and Rose. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. We have a very special guest. We have Special Edition, David Howell. Welcome, sir, from Special Edition.
What's going on? What's going on? How's it
Ah,
going?
dude, when I first saw you guys at Love Buzz, bro, on I think it was May 6th, man, you guys just like, oh my God, you guys have a great sound. Love the sound, especially your voice, bro. Your voice is so good. I just love it.
Oh, thank you.
It has that really cool like 80s vibe. That's where you guys sound reminds me of a bit, like the 80s kind of like Twin Shadow kind of feel.
Oh, yeah, that's a good compliment. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was a fun show. I hadn't seen you play either before. You guys were like really cool pop punk. I dug that stuff a lot. And it was like what was it like Soul Parades? They had like
Oh yeah,
something
Soul Parade. Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, that was a fun show. Yeah, I
It
like that.
was, man. It was fun. It was pretty fun.
But yeah, I guess we are kind of we like the 1980s, but all of the like new indie influence sneaks in stuff for
Yeah.
sure.
Hmm.
There's a lot of like yeah, I don't know, it comes from everywhere. Started with like pop punk, and then we were like emo kids, and then we got into
Oh
like
wow, no way. You guys started as punk?
no, I'm just saying like our musical tastes, like both well, Mondo and I, we kind of like are the we write all the songs, and we kind of
Oh,
just
okay.
like we went through all the same phases. We were buddies as teenagers and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, we were like he was when we were teenagers, he was like in metal bands, like kind of death metal,
What?
and I was like the lead.
Really?
Yeah, he was the guitar player too,
Oh
guitar player
wow.
in metal bands, and I was the like a singer in a straight up emo band, like think like Circus Survive, kind of like minus the bear, lots of delay. And yeah, I wore like the girl pants and had the hair and everything. Yeah, it's great.
No way, really? That's interesting. So that's a bit of the history of you guys before you actually became Special Edition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We've been
Somewhat.
buddies since we were teenagers.
Dang. It's a long time.
Mondo went to school in the Northeast, since we met through shows. Actually, I think he started hanging out with my brother first,
Oh, really? Okay.
and then he just our house was kind of the house
Yeah.
where everyone hung out. So yeah, we've just kind of like known each other. So it just was kind of like a no brainer when we started making music together after all these years.
That's cool, dude. That's very cool. You guys go far back like that. So, how did you get to the point where you're just like, you know what? I want to do this. Like, I want to sing. I want to, like, what age were you when you became, just started
Oh
singing?
man, I've been writing. I actually came across an iPod, and there's some songs that I made in
Oh,
school.
no way. That's
Oh my
cool.
god, it was so much harder to record music on top of it being terrible, like
Right,
just
right.
terrible. I had like the emo voice, like a little like just like um, it was very funny. But yeah, but just even besides it being terrible, it's just so hard to record stuff back then. So the quality is insane as well. Like sound recorder on Windows.
The sound,
You
dang, that
remember
is
that
going back,
like
bro.
little thing, like the old
Yeah, the
Windows
sound
computers?
recorder. I remember that.
Sound
Yeah.
recorder. Yeah, we utilized the shit out
Damn.
of that in like 2003.
Wow. No way. 2003?
Yeah, that's probably when I was like in middle school, starting to try to make music, which was super hard. And then um, it was kind of funny. Like my first band, Victoria Drive, we had like our first show like the first week of freshman year, and we just got on a show with a bunch of local bands. And we were like, "Oh, this is high school." But yeah, so I've just been
Nice,
playing
bro.
music for a long time,
Dang,
probably like
dude.
10 years. Uh, I played drums in like a Sublime cover band.
Oh, you did?
I was
Sublime
like
cover?
I was in a folk band. I played drums in one of those, and then a bass and like backups in another folk band, like a folk rock band. And those guys went on. Those guys are great musicians too.
Wow,
The
dude.
singers in that band, kids I was teenagers with, Marco Gutierrez, who's in the West Texas Exiles. Check him out. And then the other guy, Eric Reed, who's Alabama Death Walk. If you haven't heard him,
Okay.
check him. You should have him on this podcast too. He's got
Yeah.
an interesting story. Great singer songwriter. His songs will make you like weep. Yeah,
Weep. Oh,
that's
wow.
anybody watching. Yeah,
Dang,
he's
dude.
that he makes very sad songs.
A lot of sad
very,
songs
it's like mature. Like it comes from all the music we
from
listen to,
experience, probably, huh?
and it's like it's very like grown up emo sad boy music. I don't
Dang,
know.
dude.
These are his words.
Wow, dude. I need to check him out. Yeah.
Yeah. if you get anything from this interview with special edition, please check out Alabama Deathlock. Yeah.
Alabama Death Walk, right?
Yeah, one
Okay.
word. Yeah.
Alabama Death Walk. I'll check it out. Cool,
Yeah.
dude.
He'd probably be happy to do this podcast with you, I think,
Hey,
because
dude. I always love to bring people on here and just share.
yeah, he's a really cool dude. But yeah, so I played him. I think the last band I was in was before this was a, a surf rock band called Lake of Fire,
A
and then
surf rock band,
yeah, like real
Lake of
psych.
Fire. That's
Yeah,
cool.
those guys moved to Austin. They're really cool.
Okay.
That was a great experience. They had a house in Anthony, and we would just go and just listen to the weirdest records and
Dang, dude.
and they had all this vintage equipment. So
Oh,
they
dude.
the weirdest records you'd never heard, and then we just go and just make music all night because they
Heck
just had
yeah.
a house in Anthony surrounded by like nothing.
Oh, dude. That's
So that
cool.
was a great musical time as well. And then I just didn't really make music for like 10 years. Uh,
What?
Started
10
making
years?
probably about like I would say I was probably okay, maybe not that long. I think
Dude.
I think like 2013 was Lake of Fire, and then we started Special Edition in like 2020, 2021. So there's a
Okay.
good gap. There's
Yeah,
a good
that
gap.
that is a good gap. Wow. And what made you
Yeah.
want to take that break?
I didn't really do it on purpose. It just kind of like I don't know, life happened, and I never really
Mm.
had equipment.
Oh, okay.
It was like jumping, just playing with people.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I started making podcasts, which is how I started gaining equipment, like a lot.
Yeah.
Like
That's
yeah,
cool, dude.
I still have a podcast called The Stack Pack where we watch old unsolved mysteries. It's kind of light, but we do some research. Like we
Oh,
watched
that's cool.
the show Unsolved Mysteries, and we're gonna bring that back soon.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
not, you don't have it going on right now?
not currently. We have like a decent little following, maybe like 300, 400 listeners an episode. It's not bad,
Oh, that's cool.
but we haven't done it in a while because our my partner and I do it, and then our third member is in Austin. So he like had to relocate. He's got like a bunch of kids, so he's now getting his office set up. So I think we're gonna start up again. But yeah,
Nice, dude. I
that's
hope you
pretty
guys
good.
do. I hope you guys do.
Yeah, it's really fun. I love podcasting, so I was happy to come on and chat with you
Oh
for
yeah, I
sure.
do always like to talk about music, culture, life. So,
Yeah, for sure.
and I mean, before we end the interview towards the end, you can share more about your podcast. That way we can try to find your prior podcast episodes or YouTube or whatever we can do.
Yeah, for sure. We don't have anything. I need to put them all on YouTube.
Oh, they're not on YouTube? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're mainly just like audio for now.
All right.
Should just put the old audio up. Seems
Yeah,
like an
dude.
undertaking.
Yeah,
Hey
that'd be
man, I
cool.
get the crap out of those, man. That was a big learning experience.
Yeah.
So I think like doing that, learning how to use GarageBand and getting equipment for making the podcast.
Mm.
Like Mondo was playing in another band called the 1-800, and he was like, "Dude,
Oh, the 1-800? That's his band?
uh, he was the bass player, and
Oh,
he was like,
okay.
"Come over, I have equipment," and then we just started jamming, and then yeah, and then we got our it's the other guys in the band are old friends too. It's crazy, like I actually our drummer Tomas, I actually only met him last year, but I had always seen him around, and it's weird. Like we ran in the same circles, but just never knew each other. And then our synthesizer player Giovanni, um, I was in bands. He was in a band that we played like every show with when we were in our emo band Victoria Drive. Like
Dang.
he was the drummer. He's a really good drummer.
Yeah.
Like he'd blow your mind. They were like art house pop punk. I don't know how it was like in the
Dang.
days of like
Okay.
Saves the Day and
Oh, yeah, that's a
like
good one.
Fall Out Boy, Panic
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Disco. But like it was also like very minus the Barry like influence, and
All right.
we got crazy towards the end of those
Oh, dude, I
bands.
bet.
We were like no chorus, no verse. Like
Yeah, just jam out,
let's
explore.
just like make the most interesting song, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And we thought we were really good, but it was just kind of us playing for each other and each other's
Okay.
girlfriends, which
Oh, right.
that's kind of how a lot of local music is in some places, though. Even now,
Right, of course. So then
but
how did you go from that point of to special edition? How did that get started?
yeah, Mondo just like a little bit after COVID, everyone was bored and everybody was kind of starting to hang out again. And he was just like, "Come to my garage," and like, dude, we would like share bands and stuff.
Oh,
So we
nice.
actually got really into some bands like Black Marble and Beach Fossils and some, like New Order.
Oh,
And then,
heck yeah, New Order, bro.
so yeah, when we started, it was just Mondo and I and a backtrack and this laptop that I'm talking to you on. So we would just
Okay.
plug, we would make the backtracks, plug them in, and then we would play bass and guitar live, and that was it.
Wow. That was
Uh,
it.
and then we got and then we got Tomas and Giovanni on synth, and yeah, it just works out perfectly. Like I hadn't hung out with Giovanni in like over 10 years, and then it's just like not a day's passed. We're like talking about Star Wars and just
Oh,
like
yeah.
nerding out and just making fun of each other, and it's the best. It's like fit like a glove.
Heck yeah,
uh
dude.
but one day Tomas was like we got our drummer first, and he's like, I know who's playing synth with us. And then he came over, and I was like, dude, this is like my old friend. What the hell? So that's kind of
Oh,
crazy.
dude, that is crazy. That is cool. Very cool, dude. So, talking about real quick with Star Wars, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, dude, this I don't know. I have kind of a controversial take on this. I really, of course, I'm going to say Empire Strikes Back, but I really like The Last Jedi.
The
I know a
Last
lot of
Jedi? Really? Okay.
people hate that movie, but I really like The Last Jedi. I think it's the only new movie that like it subverted expectations, and that's why people didn't like it.
Okay.
But people were like, The Force Awakens is just the same as the original Star Wars. Like it's too much like the original. And then Last Jedi comes out and it's different, and people are pissed.
Mm,
They're mad at
yeah.
that. And then
Yeah.
they Rise of Skywalker, and everyone's like, okay, it's just what we wanted. And it's like, well, no one, you guys aren't going to be happy. At the end of the day, we're like 30
Right.
olds like yelling about kids' movies. And it's like, dude, like whatever makes you happy. Like, they're just fun
Yeah.
movies.
Do
But
you own any lightsabers?
no, I don't have any. No lightsabers.
It's okay. At least the force is with you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been loving like Ahsoka. Oh, I
Oh
love all
yeah,
this
dude.
stuff. I've been playing Jedi Survivor too.
Oh, you
Uh,
have.
it's
That's
pretty
cool,
good.
dude. That's
It,
cool.
it's a good game, but yeah, some of the puzzles are a little frustrating. But the story's so good.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
it's good
That's
stuff.
that's on PS5, right?
Yeah, it's on all the new stuff. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order or something. The first
Okay.
one's really good too, and that one's on the older consoles if you don't have the new one. But it's like, yeah, some of the gameplay is, it's kind of like Tomb Raider-ish, like you're jumping around, and there's some of the puzzles are kind of a little annoying, but the story makes up for it because it's
Wow.
an adventure with a Jedi,
That's cool, dude.
a kid who
Yeah.
escaped Order 66, and he's
Oh
trying.
wow.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
Nice, man.
this
That's
has been
cool.
Star Wars podcast.
Yeah, bro. No, I mean, we could always talk about whatever, bro. So
Cool.
that song, I'm a big fan of it, Paradox, right?
Yeah,
Dude, how'd you like create that, bro? How did you even start with that beat, the whole like creativity of all that song? That song just like was it
I
sent
think
from the
I was
gods or something, bro? Like that song's so on
maybe.
key.
Yeah, it had to be a single because we're recording our album and it just doesn't fit in with anything. So I'm glad I already put it out there. But I was
Really?
just listening to a lot of Prince and LCD Sound System, and no,
Mm,
LCD Sound System is definitely the ending, but yeah, I was listening to a lot of Prince, and I thought I could. I was like, maybe I could do that falsetto. I just recently watched Batman 1989, which is some of the soundtrack is
oh
done
yeah.
the Bat.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and and then I was like, and then we were watching videos of Prince and the Revolution live, and
Mm,
I was like, it starts off so simple, like especially his old stuff. It's just like very synthy and
yeah.
just like simple drum beats and just like a catchy little, something
Mm,
falsetto-y and something sexy. And then the guitar solos are just attitude. He
mm,
never like plays as good as he was. Does that make sense? Like
yeah,
he never
yeah.
overdid it. He never like, "Wah,"
Yeah, yeah, I never did it over. Yeah. So that song's inspired by Prince.
I would say, yeah, definitely
That's
inspired
cool.
by
Very
Prince.
cool.
Um, and also yeah, I don't know. That one was interesting. I kind of used the MIDI synth, and then I used this little synth that I have now, the mini monologue, the Korg monologue, one note
Yeah.
at a
Yeah,
time.
yeah. The were you doing both like that? Yeah, that's cool,
Yeah,
dude.
but it's very versatile though. You can like plug it in and just download it like patches that people have made. Like it's a real synth, but you can just download other people's patches, which is neat.
Dang, that's so cool.
And then
Wow.
or and then you can just plug it in and use it as MIDI on Logic or whatever you're using. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And I need to use it more. I need to start using it live.
Yeah, well,
But
that was what I was gonna ask you. Do you plan on playing that song live? Because I remember the last time when I saw
uh
you, you were like, "No, we haven't played it live." And I was like, "Oh man."
yeah, we don't. No, I don't know. Right now we're so focused. Like this whole room was drum central yesterday. We were recording.
Okay.
We did like 4 songs and we're gonna kind of yeah, we're slowly kind of building a small album, I think. Um, so yeah, we don't even really have any shows planned. I think we might play during Christmas, but yeah, we don't really. We're kind of just focusing on this.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, but we have lots of music coming out though. Like we have a new single coming out on Friday, next Friday, the
Oh, next Friday? So the Black Friday?
25th yeah, Black Friday. What was that? 25th,
Oh,
24th,
24th, I think, because
24th. Okay,
Thanksgiving's 23rd. Yeah.
yeah, we have a new song. Mondo sings. It's Mondo's song called Bassett, and
What?
it's a
That's
catchy.
cool.
Yeah, we play it live. If you saw us, we played it definitely, but it's kind of got like a twangy guitar part, and it's kind of
Okay.
like replacements
Nice.
little. It's got like an '80s vibe, but it's kind of upbeat and there's little strokes in there. I would say. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. It's more rocking.
That's cool,
Uh,
dude. And when do you
but
see this album coming out for next year?
I don't know. It depends on how fast we can edit the. We're gonna keep releasing singles, so
Oh, okay.
if you
Yeah.
follow us on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you listen to, a lot of stuff is going to be coming out like consistently. Like I would say at least like a song
Nice.
a month.
Oh, that's
Uh,
cool.
so yeah, hopefully in a couple of months we'll decide how to release the whole album and have a
Sweet,
name and
dude.
stuff.
Yeah.
But
So right now you have a new single called Believe, right?
yeah, Believe is the one we released last month. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is that inspired by UFOs or what? Because I know your cover for that album was with UFOs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like a vague amalgamation of like X-Files and like Close Encounters.
Close
Like
Encounters, that's cool.
there's like a lyric
That's a
where
good show.
I say, grab your crucifix if that's what you need. I know you're a skeptic. Agree to disagree. That's I can't deny it. If you've seen the X Files, you know I'm talking about
Yeah,
Scully.
yeah, it's going. Dude, good
She
stuff,
was
dude.
always, even though like there's crazy aliens every season, she's still the skeptic. She's still and
Yeah,
she's religious. She's got her cross.
right.
Uh, and then there's yeah, and I think the end, I'm just saying, like, I don't mind, like, I'd leave anytime. It's kind of just the end. I always think of the end of Close Encounters of that
Yeah.
man just leaves his. Have you ever seen Close Encounters of the
Oh
Third
yeah,
Kind?
dude. Yeah, the one by Spielberg.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. It's
he
classic,
just
bro.
he just leaves his wife and kids and just gets on. He's like, sweet,
Right? He's
peace.
just like, I know, he's like later. All right, I'm going.
I'm gonna blow your mind right now too. Check this out. And then what was the next UFO movie he made? E.T. about a family without a
Oh,
dad.
that's true.
Oh, no dad.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Well, I think he like ran away. I think they mentioned that he's in somewhere exotic with his mistress. I don't
Yeah,
remember, but yeah, I think that's interesting. Like
yeah,
he
that
got
is interesting.
he got a soul that was young Spielberg, and then E.T. He's like, no, the little boy is gonna be friends. A little more cozy than just
Yeah.
like teaching your family for a UFO. But yeah, that song, that was like a song that I had like made when I was trying to learn Logic, and I showed it to Mondo and the dudes, and we just like transformed it into something way cooler. Like it's definitely more surfy and more like indie.
Mm.
I had that keyboard, the kind of eerie keyboard.
Oh
That's was
yeah, I heard that one.
and then but with the band, it made it more like like a little more like Arcade Fire, Pixies, little
Yeah,
surf. And yeah, we recorded that one with Ross at Brainville. He's a
nice.
nice guy. It was a good time. We recorded that one in February,
Oh, you
and then
did?
yeah, and then I finally edited it. We kind of mastered it ourselves after a while.
Okay.
Um, it was a little too clean.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, Ross did a great job producing. What would you say? Like producing.
Mastering, producing it, mastering. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Well, we sort of did the mastering,
Oh,
but
you
yeah,
did. Okay.
yeah, but yeah, he did a great job producing it, and yeah, it just took us. But yeah, we didn't want to just like release a single and then. But now that we're gonna have songs
More coming out.
coming out,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then
dude.
our really good friend Leslie Limon, who kind of showed me horror. She kind of introduced me in middle school. We watched The Shining together. I
Oh,
thought
you did.
she moved to
Yeah.
LA and she's a graphic designer. I mean, I don't not. I mean, I keep in touch with her on Instagram, and she did the art for the cover.
Oh, she
She
did.
I
Really?
was kind of just like I just threw like just a couple things
Oh
at her. I
no.
was like, she got the vibe, like kind of
Yeah,
horror
yeah.
titles, Twin Peaksy. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Like it's perfect. So it's kind of cool to reconnect with an old friend that way because someone I keep in touch with. The only thing I still know about her is she's a graphic designer and she's really into horror. So it's like perfect.
She did a good job on that with those UFOs, the graphic
Yeah,
look on that. Yeah, she did good.
yeah, it's great. I think we're gonna have her do some more of this upcoming singles. Um, the single for Bassett has an interesting artwork.
Does
It's
it?
yeah, it's our friend Armando, who's in a band. I always forget the name of his band. He's got like long hair, very rock and roll dude. He just painted a picture that Mondo had posted of him picking cherries,
Okay.
and it's kind of like an abstract like painting. And I thought it was amazing and colorful and awesome. And
Wow.
so we're using that as the cover. And
How
one
are
of
you?
the song Bassett, which is it's a love song,
Yeah.
is about picking cherries. It's
Oh,
about like
okay.
date and stuff. And I was like, dude, it's perfect. It's perfect. So yeah, so we're gonna have very bright, like kind of artsy single art for that next one.
Nice, man. And yeah, we look forward to hearing it for next Friday on Black Friday for the
Yeah,
release.
when you're waiting in line. I mean, are you is yeah, when you're waiting in line, go on Spotify, go on Apple Music, check it
Yeah.
out. Or more realistically, when you're like on Amazon at 12 a.m. on Friday. Like everyone does it online, right? Just
Yeah, pretty much. Everyone shops online now. So yeah.
yeah. Are you gonna do your Black Friday online or in line? Like, come on. I don't
Hey, I
think.
like that. That's a nice slogan. Online or inline?
Yeah, I need to get hired by
Make some
uh,
shirts that say that.
Amazon.
I know. Make some shirts online or inline. Black Friday 2023.
Yeah.
Dude, so before we because we have like 6 minutes, I know you got to go to the airport, but uh what what bands have really inspired you besides Prince to be a musician and a singer that you are?
Um, I'd say, well, for me personally, I'm the biggest Clash fan. The Clash is my
Oh, no
favorite.
way, the Clash?
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. Like I even have. Well, I don't know if this will. I have Joe
Oh
Strummer.
yeah,
That
dang, bro.
looks
Yeah,
pretty
you
good on
definitely, yeah, that
on
does look
the
good.
camera.
Dang,
I got
dude.
that. I got that on my 18th birthday. My
Oh, you
buddy.
did. Wow.
Yeah, I love that. I don't regret it. Still love me some Joe Strummer. Yeah, the Clash for sure because they were a punk band and they transcended. They did.
Mm.
London Calling is my favorite album. I think it has everything. If you like any sort of if you're a fan of rock and roll in
Yeah.
any form, old or new or whatever, I think London
Mm.
Calling is a song for everyone. It's got there's like reggae, there's blues, straight punk, like rock steady.
That's
Uh,
cool.
Definitely doing some of that 80s stuff with the synthesizers and stuff that was pretty ahead of its time because that album came out in 1979. So
Wow,
yeah,
79. Okay.
yeah, it's crazy because people think of them as a punk band, but by the end of their career, they were like opening up for the Who at Shea Stadium, and
Oh,
also,
nice.
and like Rock the Casbah is not really wouldn't consider that that's a dancey tune, and
It's a catchy song. Do like that one. It
they're
is
hit,
different.
should I stay or should I go, and like Train in Vain, Stand by Me,
Yeah.
and like those the songs that are like their hits are like people are like, what? That's the Clash. Sometimes people don't know that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah. Because some of their songs you're like, wait, that's them. But yeah, I'm glad
yeah,
you
I mean,
like
because
them, dude.
their first album, one of the greatest punk albums ever. It's like, yeah, it's all anger and it's all like, I mean, the lyrics are good. It's not, he's
Yeah,
singing
yeah.
about stuff, but yeah, it's just aggressive and it's, like they're literally learning to play their instruments. It's pretty awesome,
That's
but
cool, dude.
one of the best
Wow.
bands out there.
So that's your band, huh? The Clash.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, no, I mean, I'd say inspiration on this band and the way I play guitar and write music. I would say the drums is a big inspiration.
Okay.
This just the simplicity and the way I play guitar. I kind of started off as a bass player in a lot of these bands I was mentioning earlier. So like
Yeah.
I play guitar like I'm kind of, you know, getting down on some catchy guitar like I think of it just one note at a time.
Yeah.
You won't see me going like because I can't.
Right. That'd be
um,
interesting to see on the bass.
Even chords are kind of, yeah, I don't really do like, yeah, sometimes I do chords, but just, I'm mainly kind of just playing like very simple melodic
Yeah,
guitar,
some beats.
and that inspiration would definitely come from the drums for sure.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, we look forward to your new single next Friday, bro.
Sweet. Yeah.
Special
It's
edition.
gonna be good.
Yeah.
uh Thanks for having me, dude. It's a good time.
Yeah, man. I enjoyed the talk, especially with Star Wars involved. That was a pretty nice little add on.
Oh yeah, I hope I didn't like anger people. I know some
Oh,
people
bro. No,
hate
bro.
the
Come
last
on,
two.
Star Wars, bro. Hey, I want to let you know you guys are invited to on December 2nd. We're having a Humane Society benefit show at Rosewood. And so
Oh, cool.
Soul Parade's the host, but there's four other bands playing, including Monha. And there's La Voyage. And then actually me and Luis from Long Life 16, we having our little performance going on called Sandy Claus from Nightmare Before Christmas. So that's our name of our kind of like a group, but it's called Sandy Claus. So we're gonna be playing
Is it
some.
like a Christmas theme, like covers or what?
Well, that's what we're doing. We're gonna do like two from the Nightmare Before Christmas, but make it punk rock.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
That
dude.
sounds awesome.
But everyone else is probably gonna be playing the originals, Soul Parade, Monha, and everyone else. But yeah, man. So I'd love for you to come by and check us out. Starts at doors open at 8, shows at 9. But yeah, it's no cover to those who want to go.
Yeah, we have a Christmas song, but Mondo refuses to play it.
Oh, really? What song is it?
It's on Spotify. We wrote a Christmas song one year, and we were just like, yeah, it's there. That it'll just live there on Spotify.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
That's it.
That's fine, man.
That's
Well,
funny.
I hope to see you there, man. December 2nd,
Oh
Rosewood.
yeah, I like Rosewood. That sounds cool, man. I definitely want to check out some Nightmare
Yeah,
Before
dude.
Christmas.
Yeah, we're gonna probably play two songs from it, and then third will be a Christmas song. And then I think we're just doing three songs, but it's gonna be something cool.
Cool. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, man. Well, thank you, David, for coming on. It was a pleasure, sir, to have you on.
Yeah, dude, this is a good time. Yeah, can't wait to see you around town, and good luck with the podcast, dude.
Thank you, brother. And what about yours? What's the name of your podcast
Oh
in
yeah,
future
the
coming up?
Stack Pack and Unsolved Mysteries podcast. It's on Spotify, Apple, like everywhere, all the podcatchers. Not on YouTube yet, but we'll work on it.
Cool, dude. Sounds good, David. Well, thank you again, sir, for coming on Rhythm and Roads. And guys, we'll catch you on the next episode.